Yo, what's up everybody, I'm Vitamin Game and welcome to the first patch of the season, which isn't really a patch at all, it is just All Might. There's nothing new to the patch outside of All Might being the new character. He is now in the roll tickets. Mortimer's still here, you can still roll for him, you can still try getting his stuff. But All Might is now here as well. I'm not gonna be rolling for him because I don't have a lot of tickets, as you can see right here. Actually, you can't see it there, Dabby's in the way. Dabby, move out of the way. As you can see, only got 122 tickets. Unfortunate. But I'll try at least a 10 poll to see what happens. So let's see, will I get All Might on my first 10 poll? Please? I think so. Oh. I got his costume and I got Bonama's costume again. And I got All Might's costume again. Weird. But we know what? We take those. It's better than nothing, I suppose. And I mean, new All Might costume, always appreciated, even though I don't play him that often. But yes, unfortunately, I'm not going to be getting All Might, but I will be seeing if any of my friends do, because then I can just play him as Monoma. So yeah, let's go check out a Rapid Might in training mode, shall I? Here we have All Might. We have him. He has... I'm the wrong All Might. Here we have All Might. He is here. Gatling mode All Might. He has a really cool aiming animation. I like this a lot. Pretty cool. He just has his fists up. Alright, so let's begin by looking at his skill details. He is a 300 HP character. He has the same special action and anything as regular All Might. So we have Gatling, Tactical Smash, which is the Alpha. The Alpha increases the number of rounds on level 4 and 9 and attack power on all the other ones. It also increases the size, which is interesting. So it is an AoE, which is good to know. Carolina Smash, which is the dash or projectile that he can throw. It just increases the power, reload, and size on 4, reload or number of rounds on 7, and then reload and size on 9 as well. Attack power all around. And on the Gamma, it is the Grab Arizona Smash, which is just has attack power and it has AoE up, damage area up with reload on 4 and 9. Okay. Well, this guy is probably going to be pretty good, but let's see how good he really is. So let's give shields to our little bots here. So if he holds it, he does up to 242 damage. Actually, I think it's probably more because the first punch is a little slow. Yeah, it does enough to break in more, but it does knock them down on the floor after that. I do wonder is, does it have an AoE where if I'm next to them right like this? No. There is... Oh, there might be an AoE next to him, hold up. Because the projectile is just, you know, it's an alpha. But if they are next to you, there is also a little bit of an aura of damage coming from All Might himself. Although he does have to be basically on top of them. And it does the same damage, you see, it looks like. But yeah, you can either be on top of someone doing this or ranged. What is the range of this, by the way? This goes far. This... It's kind of hard to tell from even hitting him. I think this is right there. Yeah. Yeah, so the range... Alpha 1 is like over here, so the range is pretty significant. On most situations, you would just be able to attack far away. So the range of this is massive, and there is... I mean... You don't even have to aim directly at them to get the most amount of value. You just have to aim in their vague direction because you are shooting so many projectiles when you're fully charged. It's, you know, you just have to move your mouse over them, or not your mouse because I'm a PC player. But you just have to move your cursor over them, and it will hit them with some projectiles, if not all. But man, that does a lot. That does a lot of damage for how fast it gets. It does take a while to get going, so any characters that can interrupt should. Like any grab characters. Because the only way you interrupt is with a grab. Because the moment you throw the second punch, you can see it turns yellow. That means he has super armor, which means no attacks that any attacks that stagger won't stagger him except for grabs, like Ibarra grab or Aizawa grab, Shinzo, etc. So yeah, he's gonna be annoying. So yeah, each punch does about 22 damage at level 1. At level 4, each punch he gets 32 punches, and he does 24, which means he's just going to shred. So then at level 9, he does 28. Oh, that is insane. That is a really big amount of damage. God damn, All Might. His alpha, he can play like a rat. He can just play like in a building, just punching people from really far away. He doesn't do a lot of damage with the alphas, but like, he has 36 of them without reload speed. And they reload really fast. Like, let me use up all my punches. And then they reload pretty decently fast. This projectile is really, should not have this much range. I'm gonna say it right here. This alpha should not have this much range. But here we are regardless. Alpha, definitely one of his better moves. Let's see the beta. The beta is his dash, which he can tap to throw, or he can hold to dash with it. 115 with the hold, and so 75 with the tap. And he also does an initial 10 damage by just touching somebody. If you level that up to level 4, he still has 3 charges, 85 on tap, and then a dash of 129 total. Pretty decent. Then at level 9, you have a tap of 100 and a hold of 144. That is not a crazy amount of damage unless he can combo it. Like, can he combo a tap beta into a hold beta or vice versa? Let's find out. So he can do multiple betas. He also gets a 4th beta at level 9 or level 7, I think. Is it level 7 he gets a 3rd beta? Yeah, level 7 he gets a 3rd beta, which increases his mobility. What do you think? Don't match it. Or what the fuck was even that? Hold on, pick this up. Oh, is it when he's moving? Does he have to? Is it like a Todoroki type? Weird. I guess because if you're matching, it thinks you're holding it. So he's not. He's canceling it into itself. Which is interesting. He can dash. He cannot combo out of the dash. He only gets two of them turns into iframes. So you cannot combo after that. So you can get 2 betas, which equals to 200 damage tuneless. Pretty decent amount. Like this is a pretty generous hitbox too, I can imagine, yeah. The hitbox on this is pretty decent. Not terrible. Alright, next up we have the Gamma, which is the Smash. The Carolina, whatever, I don't remember, dude. It's State Smash. The grab, the command grab. Grab someone and you smash it. And you do a lot of damage. Let's reset everyone's positions. Because I'm pretty sure this also does splash damage. So the initial hit does no damage. Then you can do 110, I think that was. To both of them. To whoever you hit with that, you do 110. 140. You do 140 damage by slamming into people. It is a very telegraph move. He does have armor, like on the startup, he has no armor. And also, he doesn't go anywhere. He has to be quite close to his opponent, but he gets armor, and he falls, and he does that. It's actually a pretty bad move, all things considered. Like, can he go? He cannot combo his dash into it. He can combo the tap beta into it, which is something, I suppose. But you have to be pretty close. Yeah, you have to be pretty close. If you manage to hit a tap beta, you can go into his grab. That's something. But even then, it's a little finicky. Yeah, you have to be on top of them to use that grab. That grab does not have any range, at least on level 1. At level 4, the grab He looks like he has a little bit more range. Yeah, he has a little bit more range. And it does a number of damage that I couldn't tell because it goes so fast. 160. At level 4 it does 160 damage. Pretty good, pretty good. Oh, it launched it pretty high up too. That's interesting. And then at level 9. Do I have reload speed up still? I do. And at level 9. Does 210 damage. Just a pretty good amount. I don't know when they can recover from that. A good question, honestly. But he only has one gamma. You throw. Then I imagine if you can combo that into your beta, health beta or anything. Let's do some testing, shall we? No, it just gives them iframes entirely. So they cannot be comboed out of that at all. The moment you are grabbed by this, it's full iframes. But yes, this character, All Might is actually... Like, we're gonna have to see it in game, how egregious it is, but yeah, no, that's just iframes, you can't do anything. The only time enemies can hurt you are when he's grabbing them. But then again, they might just fuck up your combo, or whether you're hit with that. For such a strong move, it does have a pretty big drawback where, like, he has very little range with it. It goes on reload even if you whiff, unlike Ibarra's, where Ibarra can spam until she hits. So even if you whiff, it does give you a little bit more movement. He does get 4. He does have 4 betas. His movement is like twice as it's very clunky. He doesn't go anywhere with his beta. Yeah, he's a fat rapid like twice. He doesn't go anywhere with his betas. Okay, so All Might is actually a pretty fair character compared to Monoma. It's pretty fair quirk set. I like it a lot. Like, the one egregious thing I can see on his kit is just his alphas. Because, man, he has insane range with these. He's gonna be I feel like he's gonna be a zoner until people get in his range, and then he just uses his betas and then, you know, tries to go for a grab. He's definitely an all-rounder. He excels at long range, he excels at close range. But the middle range, he's where he's gonna struggle. I mean, like, he can use his betas for the middle range, but it's not a fantastic move. You can burst him pretty well with the beta, I'm not gonna lie. The beta is actually a pretty great burst move. But I don't think you can beta into health beta. Let's try it again. Just to see, just to test. That was very odd. Yeah, no, it definitely might be just latency fucking with me there. You might be able to beta into health beta. I'll try next to a wall. Hold on. It might be because of my latency that I am not able to combo both of those, but you might be able to beta into health beta. Or not, I really cannot tell. I will say one thing for certain though, this character is going to be hella fun to play at. Yeah, like, he holds them in place. As if they did hit them, but it doesn't do anything. It might just do too much knockback gauge by itself. It's like, I think it is doing the extra 10 damage. Oh no, you can do it, you just have to time it. So you can do a beta into a health beta. It's just very finicky. But this All Might is actually pretty fun, pretty interesting. He has armor and everything. His alphas recharge so fast, so you're just gonna be able to do stuff like this. Although he is kind of a sitting duck whenever he's mashing him or holding him. But yeah, All Might, definitely a fun quirk set to have. I shan't gonna lie. Yeah, you cannot combo anything out of the health beta. You cannot combo anything out of his grab. His grab is very short range, but he's definitely an interesting character. But yeah, there are no patch notes. Thank you for watching, gamers, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. I'd like to thank my YouTube members for their support. A huge thank you to Reflect the Prince and Male6YT. I'm still a growing channel, and any support is very much appreciated. Goodbye, everyone.